It's like, you know.
I mean, I know you've been working a long day.
Yeah, it's like, just being in New Orleans, I don't care.
Yeah.
Because after this,
Yeah, like I was talking to Jesse
I'm gonna get some
and I'm like,
charbroiled oysters.
oh, there you go. Heck yeah, man. That's awesome. What's your favorite food from here?
What's that?
Favorite food from here?
My favorite food from here?
Yeah, man. Like you know.
You know what? Gumbo.
Gumbo?
But I put a scoop of potato salad in my gumbo.
I've never heard of that, man.
Just like one ice cream scoop.
Gotcha.
Not too much, because then
I'm gonna have to try that, man.
Yeah, just some gumbo with potato salad.
Okay.
Gumbo with potato salad. That's the thing. Thank you. Over here.
Nice to meet you.
Hey, Anthony.
Hi.
So I was the most excited when we found out that Sam's actually going to be performed, and that like blew my freaking mind when that episode came out. So I just wanted to know, did they like come to you and ask you if they could let Sam be from New Orleans, and who decided that he was going to be from Delacroix? Because I'm like, we neighbors.
No, that was all Malcolm actually. It was one of those things. What Malcolm did was really cool. He wanted to make the character real. He wanted to give him a reality and an existence and steep him in a culture that I could relate to. So, you know, I would always talk to him about, always talk about New Orleans and tell people, don't come to New Orleans, because if you come, you're going to stay here. We won't be able to get rid of you. But I always talk about New Orleans and Pineapple Big Shot. So he literally was like, we're going to make Sam from Louisiana.
That's just freaking awesome. I
No
gotta
doubt.
say that.
And there is a Pineapple Big Shot in the show. Yes, you just have to find it. But I got it in there. Game of Thrones ain't the only one that can slide stuff in there. I got a Pineapple Big Shot in there.
Next up, right over here.
So, what was your favorite part about filming Falcon and the Winter Soldier?
You know what? I got to fish while I was at work. I got paid to fish. And that's been my dream since I was a kid. Like, I used to watch Bassmasters and I wanted to be a professional fisherman. So when we were shooting like the dock scene, we were in Savannah, Georgia. But literally, when they were doing setups, we would walk to the pier and just like throw some shrimp out and fish all day. Then the pompanos would come and run the fish away. But we got it in at work. That was my favorite part. I'm a boring old man.
It's good when the hurry up and wait matches your hobbies.
Exactly.
Hi, Anthony. Hi, host. I hope y'all are doing well. I'm glad y'all are both here. Now, here's the question. So, let's see. What is your favorite location you've traveled to? Whether that's for work, outside of work, you know, whatever you feel.
Favorite location? That's a very good question.
What place is like New Orleans for you that they're gonna have to kick you out of?
I will say this. My favorite place in the world to go to is Lisbon, Portugal. But my favorite place to travel to is Atlanta when the Saints whoop they behind. There's no better place for a game than when you're walking out of the Mercedes-Benz Dome and the Falcons have lost. It literally warms my soul. Like there's no experience like it. There's no way of, there's no joy. No, I have 4 sons, no joy. Like walking out of the stadium when Atlanta has lost.
Next up over here.
Hello, Mr. Anthony.
What's up,
I'm dying to meet you. But the one question is, was there one significant thing that inspired you to become Falcon?
Maybe something about his background that made Falcon the way that he's portrayed him?
Yes, sir. Was there one significant thing that inspired you to have that role?
The fact that he was a military vet. If you look at Falcon in the annals of history, when Stan Lee created him, he evolved as Black America evolved. So every time he was when he was first introduced, he was a hustler from Harlem. Then civil rights came in, and he became a military vet. Then there were so many different incarnations of him, of Stan Lee trying to get it right with the society that he was trying to represent, that it was really, I feel, he is one of the most unique characters because he specifically specifically represents a group of people who were underrepresented at that time. So that was really important to me and made me wanna play the character.
Well, congratulations on getting that role, sir. And
Thank
it was
you.
nice to meet you.
I appreciate
Thank
it.
you, sir. Next up over here.
Hi, I was wondering, could you give any advice to young aspiring actors that are from the South?
Young aspiring actors, take classes. You don't want to be bad on set. You want to be bad in class. I feel like, for real, acting is the only job where people think you get more on-the-job training than McDonald's. It's not McDonald's. It's actually a profession, and if you do it right, you can affect people. You know?
Yeah.
So if you study it, if you learn it, if you train at it, you know, you can do something exceptional. My first day in New York, when I moved to New York to go to college, I was standing in front of my school, and Wynton Marsalis came walking by me. And I was like, "You're Wynton Marsalis." He was like, "Yeah." "Dude, I'm from the 7-1, I'm from New Orleans, bro. Hey, like 5, what's up, baby?" He was like, "Dude, what are you doing here?" I'm like, "I'm going to Juilliard, man. I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that." So he gives me his phone number, and he said, "Anything you need, you from the booth, anything you need, you call me." I was like, wow. I went to his house, and he has a room in his house, floor to ceiling, nothing but music that he's written. Not music that he's recorded, not music that he's performed, music that he's written. He's the only person in music who can do classical. He did an album with the Venice Orchestra called the Carnival of Venice. It was written for 2 trumpets. He plays it with one. He plays it with 1 trumpet. It's the most amazing thing of all time. He's the only person that can do that and then come back and play something so contemporary, or has been on the stage with Miles Davis when Miles Davis was doing free jazz and nobody knew what he was doing. Or, I mean, he has no boundaries. And he told me, if you study, you can do whatever you want to do. So if you want to do Shakespeare, you can do Shakespeare. If you want to play Tupac, you can play Tupac. So for me, the most important, and I know it's not the cute thing for people to hear, but take classes and be bad in class. Study the craft. Look at the actors that you admire, that you think are good. Find out what they did and study their craft. Because when I look at Wendell Pierce, when I look at Wynton Marsalis, those are the main 2 reasons I was able to focus on I wanted to focus on my craft the way I did.
Thank you. It means a lot.
You mentioned a particular name that makes me want to ask a follow-up. Wendell Pierce.
Yeah.
What is it about Wendell Pierce that blows you away? I mean, he's an incredible actor, you know, generally speaking, but, you know, can you pinpoint when you saw something that really just, like, knocked you back?
Because he's nasty, man. Just nasty. Everything Wendell do. I've known Wendell since I was 14 years old. I was at NOCA. Wendell came back to NOCA, and he had a white linen suit with a white linen hat, and he had a Porsche, and he pulled up to the front of the school and parked in a no parking zone and left his Porsche, and nobody messed with it. I was like, that is the nastiest dude I've ever seen in my life, you know. And everything that he does, it's effortless. From Waiting to Exhale to Tremaine. I mean, everything that he does, he brings a part of himself that surprises you know, and I've always aspired, everything I do, I always aspire to be just as good as I know Wendell would be if he did.
Yeah, man, you're
Since I
on
was 14.
you're more than on your way. Trust me. Next over here.
Good afternoon, sir. Welcome back home to New Orleans, the best city in the entire country.
The best city in
the
the
entire
world.
world.
In the entire world, you know what I'm saying, bro? I want to ask you, how did you do such an accurate portrayal of a military vet? Because I am active duty with the United States Coast Guard stationed here in New Orleans, and I appreciate your realism. As you know, military, we experience a lot of difficult things and challenging things, and you did such an accurate portrayal. How did you prepare for that?
First of all, thank you for your service.
Thank you.
Second of all, for me with that, vets, it's more of an individual. It's a case by case study. I went to Fort Irwin and met with a bunch of active military. I went to Djibouti, I went to Bahrain, I went to Iraq, I went to all these different bases. And I was blown away like by the number of 18 to 21-year-olds that were I thought everybody in the military was like adults, you know, but it's like, it's a bunch of young people fighting for this country. So the training, the mental stamina, the fatigue that goes into that, I just honed in on that. I think there's a certain, and I don't want to compare it, but the idea of being in a conservatory and training and doing those long nights and those early mornings, you know, when I was in high school, I was in class with rehearsals from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. You know, I used to have to catch the bus from Gentilly at 5:30 to make it at Noka at 8. You know, so that diligence is something that I could grasp onto. So I just paid attention to that isolation. You know, because being an artist is very isolating. So that isolation is something that I thought was really important.
Well, you did an amazing job, and again, I am active duty, and I thought it was a not only realistic and accurate approach. So from the military community and this proud coastie stationed here in the Big Easy, thank you.
Thank you.
Real quick though, Sailor, what's your name?
My real name is Ashley. I'm actually a girl. I know it's kind of hard to tell, but my real name is Ashley, and I hope to lead not only the United States Coast Guard in a good direction, but be a force to be reckoned with, especially as a female.
Okay,
Ashley, one more time.
If you know any of the Coast Guard people that patrol Lake Pontchartrain, tell them they stole the title to my boat when they stopped me and they never gave it back. And I want all my paperwork back because they knew who I was, so I know they didn't throw it away. It's just a little boat. I was just a man trying to catch some speckled trout. They pulled me over and took my title and my registration. You tell them I want it back.
Well, I can talk to Station New Orleans. We work a lot of cases on Lake Pontchartrain.
You
so
tell them.
I will
Right
tell
there
them
by
that
the Seabrook
Anthony Mackie
Bridge.
said we
I was
gotta
the
do a
little
better
black
job.
dude with the shrimp. That was
Go
me.
ahead, sir.
They took all my paperwork and asked for a picture. I took a picture with them and they left with all my paper. Man, I ain't paying no $500 to get that paperwork back.
Crossing a lot of things off your to-do list.
You are, Ashley. Help your boy out.
Right over here.
All right. Hey, it feels a bit unreal to actually be talking to you, but we already had a question that's a bit similar to mine already, but me going to college and stuff like that for acting and trying to pursue that. What's it like being an actor?
What's it like being an actor?
What's it like being an actor from Louisiana specifically?
From Louisiana specifically.
It's great because you know the funny thing about being an actor is I've wanted to be an actor since I was 7 years old. There used to be a TV show called the Arsenio Hall Show, and there was a group called Leaders of the New School, which consisted of Tribe Called Quest, Black Sheep, and the legendary Busta Rhymes. Busta Rhymes did something on this show when performing this song, The Scenario, that changed television forever. I saw that moment, I looked at my mom, and I said, Mom, I want to be like that guy. And I started taking acting classes at my school, which is crazy that there are no more arts in public schools, but that's what I did, you know, and it's interesting because you get to meet people and go places and you get to hear people's perception of where you're from. And the love and appreciation and just like the rawness of the way people feel about New Orleans always makes me very happy to be from here. I've never met a person who was like, you know where I hate? New Orleans. I've never met that person. Somebody from Atlanta, there you go, bro. Shit, let me get an update to see what we doing. 14-6, who? Yeah! Look at Hey La
Right over here.
Hey Anthony,
What's
I'd
up?
like to say that I
watching Falcon and Winter Soldier. I think your character is great, and I really love you as Captain America. And I'd like to ask, is there any specific Marvel characters that you would like to see Sam Wilson team up with or fight against in like any future Marvel projects?
You know, I never got like a fight against Bucky. And I feel like, you know, I know Sebastian pretty well. That's my boy. I love him like my brother. I know I can get him. You know, I know I can give him the old 1-2. You know? So, but I would say either him or the Incredible Hulk. I've always loved the Incredible Hulk. I wanted to be the Incredible Hulk. I was upset when I wasn't cast as the Incredible Hulk in any of the movies. Shout out to Mark Ruffalo, that's my boy. But I've always wanted to be the Incredible Hulk. But now I want to fight the Incredible Hulk. Oh man, I don't fight kids. Come on, that's how you get in trouble. Come on.